bear, it's panda 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 bear. It's panda bear, 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 it's panda bear. It's panda bear. It's panda bear, we're going to bed, little panda bear, we're gonna go to bed. Time to go to bed soon, panda bear. Gonna go to bed, little panda bear. Go to bed, we'll go to bed. Panda bear, we'll go to bed. Got our jammies on, we're gonna go to bed. Gotta go to bed, gonna go to bed. Got one person in here, we're gonna go to bed. I guess the app just crashes. The app's just gonna crash if you touch anything. Oh, man. I wasn't gonna come on here. I'm going through these comments. Trying to respond to these comments. I don't know how to respond to them anymore. I really don't. Dr. Friedlander will call me back. Tired. Tired. There's Dr. Friedlander. Call Dr. Friedlander.
Hello, Dr. Isaiah Friedlander speaking.
Hey, Doc, it's me.
Michael, how are you?
Not good, Doc. Not good at all.
Not good.
Well, we spent a lot of time over the years discussing how negative actions lead to negative thoughts as much as the reverse. Because of the compounding of your classical low self-esteem with your assorted sexual hang-ups, the desperate search for the easy answer in life, and your profound narcissism, reality will have a habit of handing you a repeated kicking. Anyway, what's up?
Well, Doc, put it like that. I'm afraid I ain't got much hope.
Have you been acting out again, Michael?
No. Up, a little down, Doc.
What about the bad, Michael? Tell me.
Okay, well, things are... I gotta tell you, Doc. They're awful. I'm making bad decisions here.
At
And other
decisions.
people are picking up the tab. My family left me. Like, they won't even...
My family left me.
But I did meet this guy, Solomon Richards. You might have heard of him. Richards Majestic, and we're doing some work together. In the movies. Can you fucking believe that? I'm a movie producer.
Well, I'm glad to hear things are looking up. But you shouldn't look for validation outside of yourself. Validation isn't a label. It comes from within. Any other violent outburst, Michael?
I've been out of control, Doc. I think I got, an imbalance or something. I mean, one minute I'm one person and the next minute I'm another person.
And you sometimes feel you're not responsible for your actions.
Everything is
It's all
filthy.
denial.
Filthy. Camping. Now what's going on with Dr. Friedlander here? What? Oh, accept advice. All right.
There's a part of me, Doc, I just can't seem to control.
What about your sexual problems, Michael?
Well, I've been a good boy in that regard. I'm making real progress, Doc.
We are making progress, Michael.
This is real
You're finally
shit.
listening to me. Great.
I feel like you're judging me harsh here, Doc. I'm doing my best.
We get off the
therapy
phone,
can really
Dr.
help you,
Friedlander.
Michael, which is why you should be really pleased with what you're doing. But I'm going to have to stop you there. Oh, and there is one thing. Phone
Time.
sessions are a little more expensive.
Yeah, how much you gonna cost
Obviously.
to
But
charge
so
you?
fulfilling. Let's speak again soon.
Yeah, I put freaking Grand Theft Auto. I don't want to play it. I went through freaking all these games. I don't even want to play games. What? Appreciate time to give. Yeah, put on Grand Theft Auto. It's pointless. It's absolutely pointless. Put on Grand Theft Auto. I'm like, I don't really want to play this. I went through all these other games. Like, I don't want to play that either. I'm going through these comments. I'm looking at people's comments. And they're so great. I don't even know how to respond to them anymore. I get attacked, I get supported. So somebody wrote, you walked out of the hospital, you immediately, and a couple of people said, somebody else posted this line, oh, you walked out of the hospital and you started smoking. I mean, I've been talking for months about getting my health back on track. And it's like the care immediately stopped. And I'm thrown on the street. I was so frustrated. Like, what does it even matter? And I was upset. I was pissed. Like, these people don't care about my health. They don't care about my life. Not that I don't care. There's utter frustration. Like, these people go around saying, oh, we care. Like, they'll say they care about you and get the mental health. Get the mental health you so desperately need and shit. And they're just talking out of their ass. They don't really care about this shit. They don't care about you. Maybe they care about you. I know they don't care about me. And it's almost like self-sabotage, but it's not. It's just like, just stress. Like, why do you want to keep talking all the time? You care about my health, or you care if I smoke? I don't want to smoke. I don't want to drink. I don't want to be homeless. You keep asking for answers that never, ever come. I don't know if you and Panda was being all snuggly before. Sometimes snuggly, and she'll just get up and get off the bed and run away. I'm not putting up with this fucking nonsense. I'm banning people with the nonsense. And there's certain archetypes. You could say the syntax is all the same. Look at these spreadsheet accounts. They just go and they derail you and shit with nonsense. Like, it doesn't. People say stuff that has no business. It's got nothing to do with anything. It's just like, I'm talking about. So now I gotta talk about that. I see the games. Do you guys see the games that are being played around here? Yeah, we're back. There ain't nothing to do. I was just sitting here, like, playing video games. I don't want to play video games. I have no interest in video games. I'm not 10 years old. I'm not 20 years old. There ain't nothing to do here. Come on, America. Mental health. What about my water methanol injection in my Volkswagen? Can we get that in check? Can I get my Volkswagen back? What are these people? Do you want to be? What are you talking about? You want to be? I want answers is what I want. Doesn't matter what I want. Do you think it matters what I want? No, it doesn't matter what I want. What I want, a lot of people want the exact opposite of it. And why? I don't matter at all. I've been fucking thrown on the street or die. But they still want the exact opposite of what I want. Absolute nonsense. Joined 1 month ago. There's got to be a way you can, like I can do this, put on subscribers only mode, but there should be a way where, like, the 1 month old accounts, like, there should be a setting on here. Hey YouTube, I know you're listening. YouTube supercomputer, you need a setting where only people that have been here for a certain amount of time, that have a profile picture, that have an active, like, actual active channel, that have made content, should be allowed to come in here. Or if you want that kind of shit, like, if you want real people to come in here, you should be able to filter it out. You hear that, supercomputer? You got a big bullying problem around here. Huge terms of service problems around here. with bullies. And they know it. YouTube, you know it, and you just continue to let it happen. You look at any of these social media platforms, and they boast and brag. We got so many subscribers or so many users, and you really don't. You get alt accounts, you get sock accounts, you get spreadsheet accounts. It's fake. Why can't you get a handle on that? All these states, they got like laws now that they're doing with we gotta protect the children and you gotta have ID and shit. But you can make as many sock accounts as you want and go troll the living hell out of people and violate all these terms of service. Dogpiling, bullying. And it's totally fine. It's absolutely fine. Spamming. You got this multi-billion-dollar freaking company and platform, and you don't even know freaking how to make it work correctly. Doesn't make any sense. You don't need to be here. If I don't make sense, go away. Go watch somebody else. I don't make sense, but you continue to watch and make a comment about it. No, I do make sense. And you know it. You're just here to contribute to the bullshit. Just here to talk with like-minded people. But instead you gotta fend off all these fucking trolls, all these narcissists, all these psychopaths. You come here looking to have fun. I come here looking to have fun and talk to good people. And it gets flooded with people that just want to destroy everything. I don't understand you. I don't like you. Yet they're still here all the time. It's crazy making. Absolute crazy making. Then I set the subscribers only, and they'll sub to you and shit. They'll go and sub to a channel. They don't understand the person. They don't like the person. Just because they want to troll you. Stupid. Oh, we're going to put on subscribers. Oh, live commentary. Oh, limits participants to the specific people you approve. Oh, but then you got to go on, like, how does that work? Let me learn the platform I'm on. You ever just got to stack up red solo cups? I don't think there's solo cups are they're probably a great value brand or something. Because the solo cups, they got the little marks for like a shot, a glass of wine, a beer, something like that. New Zealand. Welcome, New Zealand. I'm tired. I don't even know why I put this game on. Let's go to bed. It was pouring before. I'm gonna open the door, get some freaking fresh air in here. I got the, I cracked this window and I put the little hospital fan up here. Because that fan's broken. Again. A Max Air fan. They're garbage. Absolute garbage. They got the nerve to charge $300-400 for one of these things. And they're crap. The computer board goes down on it. The friggin' motors go on it all the time. They're garbage. I'm gonna charge you $300-something for this. Okay. Yeah, it's 2026? They don't know how to make a fan work correctly? You can't make a fan work correctly? It's almost as basic as a light bulb. You can't make it work right. Is YouTube not Insta? What's that supposed to mean? You're my press. Thank you, Gina. Stop complaining. You're talking about me. You're in here being nice the other day. Now you fucking flip on me? That's what you done? You went and flipped on me? Just here talking. 1 year, one subscriber. It's like the concern. Are you buddy trolling me? Is that what you're doing? I put this on, I changed that one setting. Let's see how that works. It's Barbara. Hello, Barbara. Turn on subscribers only mode. I put on a live commentary mode. Only viewers selected by the channel owner can send messages. How does that work? I gotta approve everyone in the universe? We just get Amy in here? Yeah, Google. This is Google's platform, Alphabet. And they're, look at all the shit they've done. They basically run the entire planet, and you can't figure out, like, one of your facets being YouTube. You can't figure that out. And you're gonna everyone's gonna put their trust in them. For search engines, for maps. What else they do? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Live commentary. Let's look it up. Hold on. Let's not look it up. I got the GTA 6 playing over here or whatever. I gotta figure out the platform I'm working with. Let's go to, let's do subscribers. The subscribers of 20 minutes or more. Let's try that. Yeah, like I said, I was going through the comments. Go over in Creator Studio. Like I said, there's so many heartfelt, genuine, supportive comments. And then some of these comments, it's like they ask things that have been addressed, and I gotta go spend all this time answering them, and then like they probably wouldn't see them or read them or respond to them. I'm out of ideas. I'm out of freaking. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm just lost. Totally lost. Hey, Pandora. Oh, Grogu. Grogu time. Fucking lost, guys. That upsets me. People with the smoking shit. Somebody share my post. The smoking. I don't want to smoke, and I just quit smoking. I just need support. I want to bitch and complain about my complain about my mental health, but I can't even see my doctor. And yeah, I walked out of the hospital like the whole so-called care team and doctors, they just stopped caring about you. My family still ain't called me. They don't care about me. Why should I care? I was so upset when I walked out of there. Can't get a fucking ride home. I gotta wait for a ride home, and I don't even have a home to go to. This is just terrible. It's just fucking awful. Now stuck. Just stuck. Yeah, let's get they're the same shit over and over again. It's crazy making. Like and some people get it. Like Roxy was in here. When she said, "Oh, I gotta explain this shit," like the lawyers I had, I gotta explain my side of the story to 12 attorneys? 12 times? I gotta explain it, knowing full well that they're gonna quit. Just wasting my time. It's crazy making. And I say the same shit on here all the time. And I made all these videos answering questions. And on one hand, yeah, you got new people. And they might want you to spoon feed them a little bit. Or they might be trolling you, trying to make you crazy. So what do you do? What do you do about that? I don't want to run people off. But I don't want to...
I don't want to feed them, giving them what they want, which is to make me crazy. Yeah, it's not just annoying. I mean, it's like this. It's designed to make you nuts. Spam. Patches, no. My alarm went off today. I had a doctor's appointment with a primary care at 1:30, and that didn't happen. So I got to spend all week looking for a primary care. I don't know how I'm going to get that, and then I'm going to have to schedule it. I have to book reservations for all these campsites. After this, I'm done. I got nowhere to go. So I got to figure out where I'm staying and make sure I can actually get in there and figure out what town I'm in. And then try to find a doctor in the town I'm in. It's too much. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I said the easy thing is just to let me back in the state of Florida where I can see my doctor and give me a place to live down there and shit. Balance a place to stay, find a doctor, in what town, and make sure all this shit syncs up. Not Pepper is sitting down the floor down there. It is a lot. This whole homeless van life, whatever you want to call it, it's too much. It's gone on too long. This poverty has gone on too long. This healing family thing's gone on too long. I mean, there's a baseline where people have normal lives, where you have an apartment or you have a home, you got a family, you got a job, you got a doctor, you got basic shit, the most basic shit. And I can't get any of that. None of it. And on top of it, I got there's endless court cases, endless poverty, endless homelessness, endless running around, endless trolls, endless cops. I want all that shit gone. I just want the basic shit I had before. I just think I know a lot of things were done in bad faith. And it doesn't hold water, and it's fucking criminal, and then nothing's going to be looked at. So it's over. Yeah, it's over. It's absolutely overwhelming. I am burnt out. And then they want to say that I'm mentally ill and schizophrenic. All right, let's go with that. I said this for a long time. Let's say I'm schizophrenic. Or say I'm bipolar or depressed or whatever. Shouldn't somebody be helping me with that? Shouldn't somebody be arranging doctor's appointments? Shouldn't I have at least a room to stay in? Not shit being stacked up on everything's stacked up on top of me. And getting beaten and berated all the time. And having to complain about it, then just people stand back and they just watch. Or on top of watching, they'll just come and they'll just abuse me more. The bag lady just made a post about me. And it's everything that's not true. They said someone gave me a dog and I'm going to tie it up in a van and I gave Cookie lung cancer. And she's like, that's not true. Cookie died, her spleen went bad. And I think somebody killed her or poisoned her. They just pull shit out of their asses and post it everywhere. Yeah, it's taken way too far. How are these people going to say I'm schizophrenic but leave me here to sort all this shit out? Go watch like one of those stupid schizophrenia simulators and shit. There's one, the guy orders a pizza, his wife orders on a pizza, and everything gets all wonky, and the pizza guy comes up, and he's hearing these voices, and he gets the pizza, and he throws it on the ground and shit, like he's totally whacked out of the skull. Is that what schizophrenia is like? Because I don't know how I'm supposed to do all this shit if that kind of shit happened. Yeah, shaming. Just constant shaming. The LGBT people, they're like one of the most susceptible to like violence and poverty and death and suicide and shit. So, someone else was talking about like all the shit they're putting in food that like make you gay and stuff. I don't even have time to deal with that. Don't even have time to figure that out. I think I'm one big monarch fucking experiment. I really do. Some government friggin' M-culture friggin' experiment. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Finally get the help he needed. Where did I get the help he needed from? Because I can't get any help. Where's the help? Where is the help? You know that person was talking shit about me and this dog. It's him gonna kill the dog. I was just in the hospital with pneumonia. I smoked a cigarette. It wasn't just pneumonia. And a pleural effusion. My blood sugar's all fucked up. Everything's fucked up. It wasn't just pneumonia. And pneumonia's it's deadly. They do poison. You get microplastics. You get all these chemicals. What's the one that makes people gay and trans? It's atrazine or something. I posted that a few years ago. I was looking into that. I think it's atrazine. But this shit's not even. It's not even real food. It's chemicals. Just eating chemicals all day. When I had my house, I had a garden out there. I grew lettuce, I grew tomatoes, I grew peppers. Out by my pool, and you just go and make a salad out there. Cook vegetables I grew myself. I would have done a lot more than that. And it was fun too. Learning a new hobby to be a green thumb. And grow your own food. You can't do that out here. That guy Lewis, that Freemason guy, in his van, he had all these heirloom seeds and shit. Where are you gonna plant those? Where in the world are you gonna plant those? You live in a camper from 1980 and shit. You're not gonna be able to enjoy that. Yeah, anything I take on, pretty much anything I take on, get interested in, I'll learn it inside and out. And I'll do my best to perfect it. Yeah, I had a beautiful house. Beautiful, just basic ass house with a pool and a fenced in yard and shit. Yeah, I made a garden. I got these, there's like 55-gallon drums. They were full of chemicals too, but I cleaned them out. And I cut them in, I cut the 55-gallon drums in half, like top to bottom, and I cut them, some of them lengthwise. And I made garden beds. I had them all along the pool. Yeah, like seriously, lettuce, tomatoes, regular like bell peppers, hot peppers. Just growing all sorts of shit. It was fun. It was something to do. Do something like homesteading. And they just gotta steal my house. Yeah, I love a homestead. I love another home. I deserve a home. I deserve a garden. I deserve a garage. All these people come here, all critical about these fucking court cases. How do I get rid of these court cases? How? It will not stop. I'm out of ideas. I'm cooked. I'm completely lost. I've tried everything. And you get these like mega trolls that just latch onto you. Some of them say I don't know anything about law. How could I not know anything about law when I've been in the courts since I moved to Florida in 2001? I've hundreds and if not thousands of hours researching this shit. I know a ton about it. I shouldn't have to. I mean, I should. There's ignorance of laws and no excuse. But I'm doing all this shit for free too, and I'm getting nowhere. I'm getting absolutely nowhere. And tomorrow, I gotta keep calling around all these doctors and shit. Try to get an appointment, and then work it out with. I gotta get a doctor's appointment, and then I gotta try to book. I gotta make reservations so I can stay somewhere while getting stalked and shit, and then make them all line up with like full-blown schizophrenia and shit. Enough's enough. One of my old videos came up on I went to the homepage. I don't know why I recommended my own shit. Then I went and watched it. It was I was up at Diana's bath. I think it was in 2020. Just traveling around and shit, visiting beautiful places. I need to go through my videos. I gotta do the I gotta make a travel playlist that I want to watch. Put all the travel videos up. Oh, I'm so tired. Yeah, endocrine disruptors. They know they're poisoning us. It's on purpose. You're living in one giant Nazi science experiment. Oh, cigarettes are floppy. Time is it? Probably just go to freaking bed here soon. Go to bed, freaking wake up. Gotta take a shower tomorrow. I'm gonna spend hours on the phone, hours online, trying to get a doctor's appointment, try to get a pharmacy. Do I get a doctor's appointment here, or do I get it way out west? They've already blown this spot out. Stalking and harassing me over here. I'm gonna get some good rest. Yeah, I got frustrated to come back on here. I'm trying to go through all these comments. I gotta say the same stuff, and there's some good people and some good comments in there, and people that don't understand or they act like they don't understand. Like I don't know where I'm being gaslit or not. Or just being played. Tired of getting played all the time. Yeah, interesting. That's a big one. There's tons of them too. That's just one of them. No, there's people that like hate gay people and LGBT people. They don't know. I guess they don't know about this stuff. Like shit like that, and then abuse, like S abuse or psychological abuse combined with that. I think I know a lot of this shit's on purpose. For a week or two. I got the so they signed me up for the healthcare company or whatever owns that hospital. I got like just overwhelmed with text messages and emails. It says time to set up your follow-up appointment. And they should have done this in the hospital, but they didn't. They said they were going to get social services in there, and they're going to give me a referral or primary. And they just straight up lied. They just threw me out the door. But it comes up in an email, and you use their app, and it's like, oh, you click here, and I found this like a click here, and you get a doctor, and then you get set up online. And the second I did it, so your appointment's confirmed. It was for tomorrow, 1:30. And it was supposed to be a virtual visit. And the second I freaking confirmed it, I got a call immediately. They said, no, I don't. They're like, we don't know we can't do this. They said the earliest we can get you in is October, the middle of October. And it kills me because I got my doctor in Florida. I could walk. I could just go in there anytime. Go park my van in the parking lot. Go in, talk to the freaking lady at the desk, write my name, and say, hey, I'm gonna be in the parking lot in my van. Just call me. Just text me or call me when he's ready, and I'll come in. It's easy. But that's been taken from me. They want to make everything as difficult or impossible as they can. So something that was already handled, that I already took care of, I cannot do anymore, and I gotta do it. I gotta start all the way at the bottom again, and it's even harder now because when I found that doctor, I went on my healthcare company website. And that was back in 2014. I put in my symptoms or what I was complaining of. He was the first one on the list. I called. They're like, yeah, come in this week or whatever. But and it was pretty easy. And I went in and for 10 years I did that. But now it's like I'm just being denied at every turn. And I don't even know where I'm going to be. Everything is like 10, 100 times more difficult, if not impossible. I cannot imagine if someone is in a similar situation as I am, with diminished capacity, and no one helped them. You're gonna perish out here. Helplessness and victimization. People are being victimized. Bubble wrap our children. Never prepare for a bad world. Yeah, I don't know about that. My kid's not bubble wrapped. I wasn't bubble wrapped. Far from it. Make no sense to wait that damn long. Yeah, my blood sugar was at 400. It was like 200 to 400. They never even addressed that. They just threw me out. I gotta wait till October? I don't know where I'm gonna be in October. Am I gonna have like I'm gonna go in a I could go in a diabetic coma at like any moment. No, you can't make a life. They're just gonna destroy it. You make plans, you try to get things done, it just gets destroyed. Yeah, 400. It's not even a big deal to them. They don't care about your health. They do not care. And then for me to get shit that I smoke a cigarette out of friggin' absolute frustration when I leave there. What does it matter? What does it matter? And I keep saying, my mother calling the cops on me to get me taken to mental hospitals. So allegedly concerned about my health, but all these people, they don't care. They'll never talk to me. They didn't call me in the hospital. Nothing. They never cared about my health. It was just to get me fucking put away or killed by the cops. Was it diabetic, like ketoacidosis? There's so many things that could happen. I just get fucking the dog shit kicked out of me about cigarettes or having a beer. Come on. Okay, can these people stop being critical of me? Stop making fun of me and help me? You're spending all this effort trying to tear me down. You're a human being. Why don't you fucking turn that shit around? Try to help me. Ketoacidosis. I've been trying so fucking hard. fix my health, to fix my life. It's impossible. It's impossible. I just feel fucking, it's like hopeless. It's absolutely hopeless. Okay, go a little bit. See, I'm fucking exhausted. What's this dog doing? People, that one person. Who gave this person a dog? Who gave this person a dog? What's wrong with these people? Hey, where'd you go? Should probably get wrapped up around things out here. No, seriously, where are you? Everything's so muddy out there. Everything's covered in dirt. I'm so sick of being dirty. I'm so sick of having dirt under my fingernails. So sick of having dirty clothes. I'm so sick of laying in a dirty bed. $120, $140. Oh, what's your A1C? Mine was at like 5.7. It was right on the edge of like pre-diabetic, but I don't know how much factored in where it tipped, because that's like 3 months. This is not medical advice, YouTube, because my shit went off the charts, and before I landed, also I'm fairly certain. How do I get that corrected? I just wish I could be in Florida. Wish I could go see my doctor. And instead of starting from scratch again. Always starting from scratch. You build something and set up a life, and it just all gets destroyed. And you got to start from scratch, and then you're like violent. Like I'm violently opposed, where you can't even start from scratch anymore. These people get pissed off of me having a beer, having a cigarette, or they say go to fucking rehab and shit like that. Like if I go to rehab for whatever made up fucking problem you think that I have, or you accuse me of having, like say I went there where the schizophrenia gets cured, or the fentanyl fucking addiction gets cured, and I come out of what a rehab or a mental health place or whatever, and I come back, I'm still in the van, I'm still poor, I still have no family, I still have all these court cases. It wouldn't do anything. It would do nothing. Absolutely nothing. And my home ain't gonna come back, my nursing license isn't gonna magically appear with like years of paychecks that I put in my savings account. Family's never coming back. It wouldn't make a bit of difference. None. Being accused of being a drug addict all the time. My whole life I've been accused of being a drug addict and being mentally insane. With no basis, no proof, no basis. It's just slander and character assassination. You refused. I don't want to go to the hospital. I just want to go to my doctor. I used to see my doctor every month. You refused to go to the hospital? I did refuse when I couldn't, whenever every breath was painful. I couldn't sleep, I was in agony. What does that even mean? And you refused. It's hard to care for yourself when your own family don't care about you. And what's that gonna do? Like, I'm gonna have more medical bills, more co-pays. That's gonna end up on my credit. And the level of care you get's like next to nothing. Yeah, it's 5.7. I've been talking for months about getting healthy. I started my Was it November? I gave up the Fireball. I went food shopping, got back on a low carb diet, try to get back into mountain biking and shit. I did. I was doing really, really good. But it's hard to keep up with your health and do all that shit when you're living in poverty and living homeless. It just doesn't work. This life is so incredibly difficult. It just goes on forever. There's like no way to fucking salvage any of this shit. There's no way to move forward. There's no way to fix any of it. None. I mean, I gotta worry about drumming up $40,000 to get out of a single misdemeanor that's turned into more misdemeanors. $40,000 is not easy to come by. $100 is not easy to come by. And so I'm gonna try to drum up, and I will get the money somehow, some way, at some point in time. But after that's done, I'm still back to square one. Still back to this. Just less criminal cases and shit. Difference does it make? You're type 1. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's freaking not easy at all. It's totally not easy at all. It's awful. Not sure you want to see. Yeah, try primary care. It's almost impossible now. And then to find a good one at that. Like, I lucked out with my doctor. And I can't see him anymore. Being fully disabled, not being allowed to see your doctor. Fully and permanently disabled, not allowed to see my doctor. This dog's hungry again for this dog. Hey, you need to flip. You want to flip her bowls over all the time. If there's a bowl there, it's getting flipped, it's getting thrown in the air, it's going to be halfway across the campsite. Look at her face. Frisbee dog. Frisbee dog with the tufts of fur on her neck. I just love them. I just love that so much. The tufts. I got tufts. Tufts. You gotta get your head out of there. If you get your head out of there, that would help. When I first saw her, she's a little tiny puppy. And those dogs don't hardly ever get water. I'm trying to pour water, and she stick her head in the bowl. She's like this big. Couldn't even get water in the bowl. Just stick her head there under the freaking water jug. It was just going all over her head. I love you. Yeah, let's put this down for you. You can get the water and the food. You can get all the food you want. This is not a big enough. I'm supposed to have this dog for days, if not a week. This isn't going to go very far. That's not going to last very long. Let me fix this. What's up? It's like the straw that broke the camel's back, and death by a million cuts. Death by a bazillion cuts. Yeah, she's so hungry. This is her third bowl of food tonight. Come on. It's gonna die. cooked. Absolutely cooked. Pointless time. I guess it's the speaker's gonna die and then restart it and fiddle with the cord and shit. Yeah, I was doing really good. It's hard to eat well with no money and shit, no fucking fridge, nowhere to cook. It's incredibly difficult. High protein and fiber. Yeah, groceries too damn expensive. Yeah, 40K. It's just going to another rich person to make this shit go away. And you know these lawyers, they're gonna push for the a plea deal because they want their every one of these courts, they all work for the state. Your defense attorney works for the state. The judge works for the state. The prosecutor works for the state. The cops work for the state. All against you if you're defending yourself. Or trying to defend yourself. But yeah, I gotta drum up 40 grand and just give it to the state. And I'm in no better position after that. None. It's not a better position. Square one. 40 grand could do a lot. I found a lot of RVs. Let's see if I can fix this. Is this going to be able to be fixed? I found Class Bs, like a suitable something that would fit me perfect. Like I shouldn't be living in an RV anyway. A Class B that's not 30 years old. That's like 10 or 15 years old. And with enough space is like 30, 40 grand. So instead of begging for that kind of money for something like that, you know, it's gonna go to a lawyer to make these misdemeanors go away. I've seen it happen before. I saw it with Travis. He got 20 grand. He still did 220 days in jail. It was a tremendous amount of money. For what? Because I'm being freaking targeted and harassed by the state? So I gotta pay them off? No, Roxy. Same doctor. I had a good doctor. My mother, my trustee, said, she told me I gotta get rid of my doctor. I have to get rid of my doctor, she says. Why? I guess because it conflicted with her getting me Baker acted all the time. I'm lost. I'm just fucking lost. I'm out of energy. I'm exhausted. That's it. I don't know what to do anymore. Don't know what to do anymore. Now every day I'm just freaking I wake up, have a cup of coffee. There ain't nothing to do. So you just waste time to go to bed or to handle little problems. Like I need a battery, and that took like 4 or 5 days to get that handled, and it's running down the clock to the day I know that I gotta pack all this shit up and try to arrange, trying to get someone over here to help me with that, and then get the bike back on to drive across the street to do it, unload it, and do it all again. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. It's so unfulfilling. It's so difficult. It's so unfulfilling. And what would you like from me? Just shut this damn game off. That's pointless. Alright, how do I do this? God damn it. Like, what am I working towards? What am I working towards? What am I supposed to be doing? Where am I supposed to be going? What is the outcome of all of this? I was saying before, you always got the one or many of them saying get a job. And I ask them for help, get a nursing license. And you just don't hear from them. They come in here and say, get job. I say, please help me get my nursing license. Please call the Florida Board of Nursing and ask them to give me my nursing license so I can get job after I get healed. Because I'm in no shit. I can't even take care of myself out here. I'm going to take care of other people? Are you going to help me get my nursing license? I've been asking for help for that for years. It's been 14 years. Yeah, I'm going to smoke a cigarette. I'm going to freaking get Panda up here. Just fucking. She don't like going under her blankets. I'm going to snuggle her to death. Hey, Panda, get up here. Come here, Panda. Come here. Come up here. She's smart. She's so smart. She's dirty. She needs a bath. She needs a bath. Can I snuggle you to death? I have a freaking headache. Oh, my magnesium was all off. My sodium's all off. Everything's all off. How do we get that corrected? You hook me up, put an IV in me, or put a port in me. Put me an IV drip of magnesium all the time. But all these frickin'... I got 2 more bottles of these. They said I tested negative for... What am I going to take these for? Why take them if I'm negative? Is it going to come back? But yeah, what am I working towards? We get the court cases handled. It's been almost 5 years now. Is there going to be some sort of miracle? Where like I got told the judge in writing, you won't give me an attorney. I can't afford an attorney. I said I have to crowdsource funding to get an attorney, which it is obviously going to affect my speedy trial. And I've asked for a speedy trial, and you denied it. And so I'm at the whim of other people's fucking graciousness and caring. And this fucking economy is destroyed. So yeah, my speedy trial after 5 years, it says dependent on people's freaking generosity if I can get it. Whenever I get it. I mean, this could go on for... It's already half a decade now. And it's pretty much all I've been working on to get rid of this. And when I get rid of it, I'm back. Where am I back at? What am I working towards? So get rid of the court case in a year, 2 years, 6 months, 10 years. Keep working on this nursing license. It's been 14 years. Try to save up for a down deposit on a home, because I can't get my old home back because they just keep throwing that case out and shit. I've lost my family. There's no hopes of getting that. That's because it's never going to happen. I have no family. I don't know anyone in the world that doesn't have any family members. So there's no Christmases, there's no birthdays, there's no Thanksgivings. So I gotta go get a job and buy a home and pay my taxes to sit there all alone. If I can get rid of these court cases, to get a job. Why? What is the point? What is the fucking point? Give up. I'm not giving up. There's nothing to give up on. I don't have anything. There's nothing to give up on. What is there to give up on? There's nothing to work towards. If there's nothing to work towards, aside from getting these people off my back, but there's like no future. There ain't no future. A rewarding career and a happy family life and a beautiful or basic home is not happening. Maybe I'll get a home again, but there's no family. That's a big part of people's lives. A family. It's a normal, basic thing. I've been outcast. I've been fucking written off. It's never gonna happen. There's like 0% chance. Less than zero. So what's the point? It's like one of the most basic things that people freaking enjoy in this world is having a family. For me, it's not an option. Family's not an option. A career's not an option. Home's not. None of this is an option. What is there to live for? I know what they've done. They strip me of all this shit in hopes I'll just off myself because there's nothing. There's no hope for any of this. Like, can anyone tell me any different without gaslighting or making up lies? Tell me what the point of this is, because like I said, I'm lost. I am fucking lost. There's like no prize or at the end of all this. What is a prize? What is a reward? Where's all the basic shit? You know, over here in America, like all these holidays and shit. Everyone gears up to all year. You always got a holiday. Holidays are like for families or around your home, and that's not happening. You're doing better than most. What? What? How? In what ways? Doing better than most? There's never any explanation or rationale. It's just statements. Doing better than most. Ask them to elaborate. You'll never. I think you probably never. I'll never get an answer to that. It's just as a hit and run statement. I'm doing better than most. Better in what ways? And compared to who? Who is most? You're outside in nature. You have a van. Yeah, I have a van. Oh, I got a motorcycle. I got 2 hunks of metal. 2 hunks of metal. Oh, fuck. I'm doing better than most because I got a van and a motorcycle? All my hopes and dreams have come true because I got a 30-year-old van and an Amazon motorcycle? Better than most, huh? Better than most. Things that people don't have. That's strange. I have things that most people don't have, like 27 court. Do I have 23 or 27 court cases? I don't know anymore. I have things that people don't have. Most people don't have a fucking car. Yeah, the things that people don't have. I got 27 court cases. I got some mystery trust. I got no family. I'm beat up all the time, physically and emotionally. I'm tired. I'm smoking a cigarette and going to bed. We'll do this again tomorrow. It doesn't make any sense. And why these people say the things they do, it doesn't make any sense. You're out in nature. Out in nature in a van. Want this shit? Want this shit? There's other things I want. And people want to make it. They want you to have what they want. So where's my nursing license? Where the hell is my nursing license? Where are my jury trials? Where are the answers from my so-called family? Where is this shit? These are the things I want. I made a post about what I wanted. Yesterday, like 40 people liked it. There's like 2 comments under it. The things I actually want. Doesn't matter what I want. It's what other people want. You're not sleeping outside. Here we go, the bare minimum shit. You're not sleeping outside. Yeah, I'm also not sleeping in my bedroom. At 7205 San Moritz Drive. I'm also not having pool parties at my home. I'm not in the garage working on my shit. I'm not sitting in the kitchen making pancakes for my son on a Sunday morning and playing video games. I'm not doing any of that. Not going mountain biking. Getting in my car, going mountain biking or kayaking, coming back and taking a shower. I'm not going to my doctor's appointment every month. What about what I want? This bare minimum, this lack, scarcity. Oh, you're not dead in the street, bleeding out in a dumpster somewhere. So you got it better than most. Where's my career? Where's everything I worked for? It's gone. Due time? At what time? I've been out here almost 8 years now. I've been impoverished since like 2008. I've been poor. In due time. I've been homeless since 2019. It's not getting any better. Things are getting worse. Fucking end up on the street and then I got all these court cases. In due time? In what time? How long does it take? Did you see that the hearing that just was done in my absence? And it says, I put the court event form, it said no action taken. On the other charge they just stacked on me. All my rights have been stripped from me. I have no rights. I have no family, no rights, no money, no home. Oh, in due time, this stuff will come. How long do I have to be homeless for? How long do I have to be living in poverty for? I know I'll never have a family. I'll never get the answers for my family. How long? But how long do I have to be homeless for? I've been waiting and fighting for my nursing license for 14 years now. It's time to call it what it is. I'm permanently homeless. Like I want to will this shit like it's already happened. I don't want to doom myself. I've been denied my nursing license for 14 years. Denied my career of my choosing for 14 years. It's probably not going to happen. I've been homeless for over 7 years. I'm probably not going to be not homeless anymore. I haven't seen or heard from my family in decades. I'm never going to have a family. I've been asking questions for over all my life, and I never get answers. They're not going to come to me. What's your career? I'm not allowed to have a career. And I'm told I'm lazy. People say I'm lazy. They don't want to work. I bought 2 homes. They both got stolen from me. I buy cars, they get stolen from me. Everything gets stolen from me. What are they saying? It's the same thing. It's either criminality, mental illness, or drug addictions. It's the same thing every other targeted individual goes through. It's the smear campaigns and the slander and the libel. And it's those 3 things. Everyone that knows they're targeted knows that's what it is. If I've been homeless for almost a decade, chances are I'm going to remain homeless for the rest of my life. And say, oh, you gotta speak positive and shit. But this is what it is. If I graduated, taught my class, aced the boards, and they refused my license for the last 14 years, and I've tried to secure it, they won't give it to me, that's what it is. I'm never getting my license. And then to be told I'm lazy, I don't want to work. Why did I go to school? Why did I put in such a tremendous effort? Why did I buy these homes? Why did I work so hard? For what? Oh, Jennifer. How do you get out of homelessness? How do you clear your name around here? You don't. Once they target you, that's it. You're done. You're just fucking done. Like I said, I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do anymore. I got all these health problems. I can't get a doctor. All these financial problems. People have helped me here and there. They can only do so much. You moved out of state, fresh start. Fresh start with what? A fresh start with what? Fresh start with what? Doing what? Where? How? A fresh start. A fresh start. Please explain. Getting a job as a fast food worker. What is up with the fast food thing? Why is that? That's the only answer is fast food? You go and work at fast food? What does that do? Get a job at fast food. A highly educated, disabled person needs to get a job in fast food. What does that do? Fast food pays the bills. When does working at fast food pay the bills? What bills? Fast food pays the bills now. Who wants to work at fast food? Who the fuck wants to work in fast food? Fast food. Go to school. You go to school and then you get targeted in all these court cases and then you go work at fast food? Well, I gotta get a job at fast food and drum up 40 grand? I can try to find a lawyer for 40 grand and go buy a house? Well, I got a nursing license, been sitting there for 14 years, and I go work at fast food? That'll make you happy? It's a humiliation thing is what it is. Let's be fucking honest. It's all about being humiliated and degraded. Go get a job in fast food. You get a job in fast fucking food. Unbelievable. How much does fast food pay? Go run the fucking fryer to make these people happy so they can humiliate and degrade you? Pays the bills? Fast food pays the bills. Unreal. Fast fucking food. Job in fast food. Why don't you call the director of nursing, find out my nursing licenses. Let me go work at the kitchen. Let me go apply as a kitchen worker at the hospital or something. I gotta have AI make my cover letter or resume. Well, it says here you went for nursing. That's another thing. Like freaking, I went to go to and they didn't really care because they don't fucking know shit. I'm gonna go work at Capital One. I got on my resume. I just graduated school from nursing. I can't remember if they asked me or not. Hey, you went to school for nursing, but you want to put a headset on here? You want to put a headset on, work for a bag? What's up with that? Just like at the hospital, these nurses they're getting calls from family members all day and seeing people coming in and out of these rooms. Family members checking on their loved ones. You'd even think to ask why basically no one's come to see me or no one's called and asked how I'm doing it? You don't find that odd? You're not going to question that? That's how I want to go back to school. I want to go to school. I want to go be a nurse or a doctor. Not a doctor. That's what I wanted before. To be an attorney. Who's going to help me with that? Certainly not my family. Only Jonathan gets sent to school. Jonathan Edward. Man, they loaded him up with school. If we get him the cheapest, the absolute cheapest 4-year degree, a master's degree, there's no way we can't install him at the IRS. Who's not going to hire somebody to make photocopies of the IRS with a master's degree? We're going to put this person exactly where we want. Cannot be denied. He's getting a job at the IRS, whether anyone likes it or not. You got an LPN? No, they wouldn't give me. They haven't given me my license. I don't even have the fucking NCLEX results. They won't give me the results of my test. 14 years ago. I talked all about that, Jennifer. You don't even get a doctor at the hospital. I couldn't believe that. So when do I see a doctor? So you don't get a doctor here. It's a hospital. You don't get a doctor. It's unreal. Like you go to the dealership, you don't get a mechanic. Doesn't make any sense. I should work fast food. Pays the bills, you know. Start over at 50. Getting a job that I'm a teenager wants. Go work at fast food. Just to participate in the ongoing humiliation ritual. The degradation, humiliation shit. Student loans. I made my student loans disappear. Tailing Family Trust ain't paying for them. Health, education, maintenance, support. Only the other beneficiary gets that. I guess I got written off to the taxpayer. Tens of thousands of dollars of student loans. And my mother stopped being able to claim me as a dependent. It was the first time I had to pay full boat. Couldn't even get student loans. Couldn't get Pell Grants. Couldn't get anything. Because my trustees used me as a tax write-off. I got them later on. Got all the grants, all the student loans I can get. I never paid a fucking dime of them. And they're all gone. People say you can't do that. I did it. Scholarship the first two, so 50 grand now. Good for you. It's awfully nice of you. You're doing what people should do. You're a caring fucking parent. You want to see your kids succeed and shit. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I can't remember what it's called. It's like a surgery tech or something. My brain's fried. I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't remember what it's called though. If you don't get anything out of your court cases, what will you do? We'll move on. Yeah, the court cases, they're obviously not going anywhere. And they're ready to dump the they're ready to dump the no, what was it? The foreclosure. They said I failed to prosecute. Once again, I failed to prosecute because they just ignored everything I submitted. Anyone else can go and do a list pendant. I did a list pendants and a motion to vacate, and they just ignore it and say, "Oh, it's we're going to dismiss this because you haven't prosecuted." The court's not a real court. I don't know what I'll do with these court cases. They're just not going anywhere. I mean, seriously, it's been almost 5 years. On the misdemeanor, 5 years. It's unheard of. Absolutely unheard of. And then they have a year to prosecute, and then they hit me with the FTA. And 10 months they file it, and then they wait 2 years. I didn't even know it existed, and they never served me. I just put in a motion for discovery to see how they served me, when they served me, where the evidence is. They'll ignore that. It just goes on forever. Forever and ever. Yeah, with autoclave, yeah. Yeah, I can't remember what that's called. McDonald's. McDonald's. Go work at McDonald's. It's gross. It's so fucking gross that people say shit like that. How unhinged are these people? Should have been a doctor by now. Go work at McDonald's. Go work at McDonald's. You got like 130, 140 IQ, all sorts of experience, skills in other places. Go work at McDonald's. Yeah, I guess I got surgery. I don't know. Let me look it up. I don't know. The fucking keyboard's on. The keyboard is on. Soaked in water. Oh, pee 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 pee. Oh, my shit's soaked in fucking all soaked. I have a surgery tech. Oh, the P doesn't work now. Keyboard. Yeah, I can't look it up. I can't look it up. The keyboard's broken. P don't either. P works too much or doesn't work at all. Yeah, they offered that at that Jerry. I went to this Jerry Springer school. Once I advertised her in Jerry Springer. They got all those lawyer commercials and the fucking schools and shit. You're sitting on your couch all day when you've been in a car accident and shit. You're watching Price is Right and Jerry Springer. Yeah, they got lawyer ads and they got freaking all these school ads. Yeah, well, I'm down and out. Freaking after I got rear-ended, I gotta call this lawyer and I'll go to school and become a fucking medical assistant or go work at McDonald's when everything gets better. Go work at fucking McDonald's. Working at Burger King, spitting on your onion rings. What's this guy say? 79-year-old veteran driven a deadly police encounter with sonic weapons. Sonic weapons. Well, the speaker don't work anymore. What's that don't work, huh? No reason for that to work. Go work at McDonald's. Doesn't work, guys.
Or you can whisper in the ear of a supposed being able to put sound anywhere you want to is really starting to catch on. We've got the military had just deployed some of these into Iraq where you can put fake troop movements a quarter of a mile away on a hillside. Or you can whisper in the ear of a supposed terrorist some biblical verse.
And a bear.
I'm serious.
Look out for Charlie.
After all these years, it's getting really frustrating talking about these cases over and over, but it's got to be done. Someone has to do it. Here we have an older man. He is 79 years old. His name is James Zambrano. We need to talk about this because this clearly just started happening to him. And you can tell because he's in the...
Sad about the car. Where's my Volkswagen? That thing's destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. You got a headache? My airbag. What happened? My airbag. I'm reading backwards here. Oh, you getting a car accident? I'm sorry. God, 2 years ago. Fuck. Awful. Safety checks. Yeah, you know, I picked my career. I picked what I wanted to do. I'm not allowed to do it. And these people, like, everyone offers alternatives, like, why don't you go shovel shit for a living? Why don't you work in fast food? Why don't you shovel shit? Why don't you fucking be a professional drug addict? Why don't you go be a cashier or something? All your shit, all this shit's getting replaced with AI anyway. But you pick your career, they don't, like, you get targeted. You become a targeted individual. You don't even get the giant Tootsie Roll. Like, you picked the career, you can't do it, so why don't you do something, why don't you do some humiliating job that you don't want to do? What's the fucking point? What's the fucking point? What's the fucking point? There's no point.
The bewilderment stage. He's driving around in his car. He left his house out of fear. He thinks his phone is bugged. He can hear them talking to him, so he believes it's coming from his phone or his car radio or something. Right. And it's just a sad case. And it's very hard to get somebody to listen.
Hey, why don't you get a job being a professional targeted individual? Hey, why don't I be a trust fund beneficiary? Nope, can't do that either. You've been written out of the trust because you found out about it. Look at those buses. Hey, remember I was at one of the last 2 mental hospitals and they said I'm fucking psychotic and I'm what did I say? I'm full on not delirium, psychosis, full blown psychosis. They give me bus passes. Hey, wait a minute, I'm in a full blown psychosis. I've detached from reality. I don't even know where I'm at. You're gonna give me bus passes? Go navigate public transport to go where? How? Hey, I'm in psychosis. Full-blown psychosis. Hearing voices and shit, seeing stuff. Don't know who I am. Let's give you some bus passes. Let's get you out of here. We'll send you on down the road with some bus passes. Well, that should work out real well, huh?
Very beginning.
Hey, Panda Bear, get up here. Panda Bear. Panda Bear.
If they had been educated beforehand, they would have a higher chance of getting out of this. So let's check out some of this. It's very important.
Why don't you call them and ask them to know? What'd they say?
I already did. If they get to the phone somehow.
They tapped into the phone somehow.
You guys keep doing the same thing. You say, I'm a nut. I'm going to, try to hurt somebody.
Hey, you remember when the cops came to my motel room? And they said there's 911 calls coming from my room? And I was live streaming the whole time, never touched the phone. But there's 911 calls coming from my room. I'm like, oh yeah, what do they say and shit? I never made any calls. There's 911 calls coming from your room. What wasn't me? Oh, it sounds fake. Sounds like you're making this shit up. That absolutely did not happen.
I'm not trying to hurt nobody. I'm not trying to hurt nobody.
I don't think anyone has your...
I'm a veteran, for Christ's sake. My name is James Van Bladder. You can't tell me you're not.
So he's not senile. He's not crazy. People don't go crazy at this age. People didn't go crazy in their 40s even, but they've subverted the entire mental health script, if you want to call it that, and changed it over the years. We'll get into that later. But there is something really wrong, and he can't get through to anybody. If he knew beforehand, or if the police were trained to know what was really going on here, it would be a completely different outcome, because he ends up getting shot, and I'm not going to show that part, but let's let him keep talking.
Seconds who I am. They know where I'm at.
They know where I'm at.
I already told them long enough time.
I don't think there's anyone looking for you, Bubba.
Well, everybody knows where I'm at. I already said it 50 times over the phone, you know, in here, because I know they got a speaker in there.
They've got a speaker in there. You hear that?
In here, because I know they got a speaker in there.
A speaker in there. So they are talking to him. He believes the voice is coming from inside the car. So it's coming from his vicinity,
Oh, the call's
not
coming
his
from
head,
else.
and he believes it's coming from the car speaker. There's a big difference
Oh,
between
just like my air
voice
my
to
air
skull
conditioner was
and
singing
voice to
songs.
vicinity.
Well, the
Big
fucking
difference.
refrigerator's yelling at
Tell
me.
me my name 100 times. You can't find, I know you can find on the internet radio who I am, and that I'm not
Because that don't happen to tons of people.
I acknowledge that since I was in this car this morning, you know, because they got my phone bugged inside the car.
How the heck your phone's
They
bugged?
got my phone bugged inside the car. They know.
And I told you my name, so if you don't believe me,
Yeah, don't try to explain this to the cops. You're just gonna make it worse.
I'm some nut and I want to hurt somebody. I don't want to hurt nobody. My name is James Zambrano. I told it. I don't know how many times I got to say it.
That doesn't mean anything.
Well, you can
Well,
find
he's trying to tell him that he has a clean record. He doesn't have a history of anything. Please believe me. And the cop isn't getting what he's trying to tell him.
Cops ready to use all their
Right?
mental
When
health training to
somebody's
take
that
this
old
guy out.
and they don't have a history of mental illness, or they don't have a history of drug like meth use.
You don't have a
or
history of
whatever,
mental illness, you
it
sure
is
do now.
important to them. It's important to them for them to try to get somebody to believe them. What is happening to them?
out very good on the
You
phone.
need to go home, man. You need to go home.
Huh?
You need to go home.
I know. I know I gotta go home. I will. I'll either go home or I'll be dead. One of the two.
Go home, man.
I want to go home.
You
So he thinks they're gonna kill him. He said, "I'll go home
Big
or I'll
stretch.
be dead." It's the same script.
Big
the same
stretch.
script we've talked about a million times. You know, he believes something's gonna happen to him, and that's why he's out driving around and not sitting at home. Right? People get scared out of their home. I've talked about this 1,000 times on this channel, at least.
Well, let me tell you this, James. Go home, okay? When you get in your home, call 911 if something happens.
I think we got it ready. They started to follow me again.
Who? Where?
So you keep saying the same thing over and over.
Because he's hearing it, and it's frustrating to him. It's just like the Rajmoon Singh case.
Yeah,
Where he
Rajmoon
heard somebody
singing.
in his house. He is hearing something around his house or in his house.
Oh, God,
It
we're out
scares him
cigarettes.
back out. He gets
More
back driving
cigarette,
around,
let's
and
make
no
more
one
cigarettes.
understands it, and no one believes him. And it
Cigarette smoking.
happens all the time to all types of people. This one is especially interesting because the guy is 79 years old.
I'm not going to listen to it.
Okay, so what can I do for you right now?
I'm going to do is, now in the car, I got another seconds to get out of the car right there.
You're gonna do what?
Don't ask me my name. I already told you my name.
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. You're gonna do what?
If you can't find who I am,
These cops are so stupid. Look at the guy says that. These cops, oh, we're super duper investigators. Can't even remember when somebody tells you their name. They're not listening. They don't understand. They cannot comprehend anything.
What are you gonna do right now?
don't worry what I'm going to do.
So he's tired of it at this point because the cop seems like a little kid to him. You know, the cop's probably 25 to 30 years old. This guy's 79, trying to explain something that's happening, and no one seems to get it. Now, this is so important because this goes back to what I talk about all the time with people not taking whatever it is saying to you seriously. If you take it seriously, you're screwed. And the longer someone takes it seriously and the longer they listen, the less chance they have of getting back to reality, because it will start slow.
You didn't come across me randomly, Jennifer. You're here for a reason. You were sent to me. You're here for a reason. It's not random. Sleepy fur babies. Plus passes. You take the bus to your fast food job or something.
Totally warping everything that the person thinks and does. It'll begin to manipulate them into doing crazy shit. And because of all the evidence on this channel that we've accumulated over the years, we know it's real. We know it happens to people. And people just don't go psychotic at 79 years old. Let's go back to the case of Harlan Gerard. Harlan Gerard was a real estate guy. This came out in 2007, where they interviewed this guy, and he seemed totally normal, except this began happening to him.
No,
But it
Panda
began
Bear, come back
happening
up
to
here.
him in
We're
his
going to bed.
late
Panda Bear.
40s.
Panda
That's
Bear.
key.
Get up
Because
here. Come here.
Prior to
Panda Bear.
2007, no one went psychotic past the age of like 35.
Panda
It
Bear.
just didn't happen. But they have slowly subverted the psychological landscape to make it seem as though this happens to people all the time. And it didn't before. That wasn't reality. So they have subverted reality. So at the time, Harlan Gerard's girlfriend was a practicing psychologist. And it says here, Gerard sought the advice of his then girlfriend, a practicing psychologist. She told him, no one can become psychotic in their late 40s. She said he didn't seem to manifest other symptoms of psychotic behavior. He dressed well, he paid his bills, and besides his claims of surveillance, which sounded paranoid, he behaved normally. People who are psychotic are socially isolated, he recalls her saying. That's totally true, except it's changed now. They have changed the definition. They have changed everything about it. To where somebody just snapping in their 50s or 60s looks totally normal on television or on the internet now. Right?
Punch me in the face.
Madness. It's absolute madness. And I bring up Harlan Gerard's case again. I use this quite a bit over the years because the voices said something to him that are beyond somebody making this up in their head, right? The voices even suggested how he could figure out what was happening to him. Now here it is, the quote. Go to the electrical engineering department. Tell them you're writing science fiction and you don't want to write anything inconsistent with physical reality. Then tell them exactly what has happened. That's a dark, sick joke played on him by the people doing this to him. If you really believe that his mind made that up, you are beyond help. Tell them you're writing science fiction and you don't want to write anything inconsistent with physical reality. Then tell them exactly what has happened. That is a dark, dark riddle right there, my friends. Dark. And to prove that back in the day, this happening to people, the electronic stuff happening to people, wasn't considered quote-unquote gang stalking. Here it is. Back then, there was a radio show, and the female caller throws out the first question. You got gang stalking or V2K? And then there's a short, uncomfortable pause, and the first person says,
V2K, my puppy.
V2K, really bad, 24/7.
You better stop gang stalking my puppy.
You got gang stalking or V2K. It was considered two different things back then. And then they melded it into one thing so that it would become confusing and crazy sounding, crazier sounding. Now back to James Zambrano. The man was 79 years old, right? And this whole incident led to him being shot and another mental health case on the records. And believe me, the comments underneath the videos did not disappoint. All the usual online shows came out to post their pseudo-concern and push their
79 years old, still getting gang stalked.
posting things like, this
Still
poor
getting
man,
targeted.
he lived with mental illness his entire life, and it finally drove him to getting shot.
Get
All
the
kinds
help
of
you
bullshit
so
like that.
desperately
But when you
need.
look into the history of
Get the
James
help.
Zambrano, he has no criminal
You're
history.
so
It says here, the
desperately
sheriff says
need.
Zambrano does not have a criminal history or any documented mental illness.
Such a weird.
Period. Multiple news sources say that. So this just happened to him. He thought there was a speaker in his car. He thought his phone was
Snarful.
bugged, and it drove him
Oh,
to
it's
do
snarful times.
crazy stuff that ended up leading to him being shot. You can see the whole incident online. I'm not going to play all that, but it's just one more of these cases that are completely obvious. And my advice to people out there, if this starts happening, none of it's true, dude. They're trying to drive you to do crazier and crazier stuff. You know, if you're looking
Crazy
around
time.
your home and looking around the outside of
Crazy
your home,
time.
and you're hearing something around your home and there's nothing there, there's nothing there. They're not hiding in the attic. They're not hiding in a crack. You know, because
Bullshit.
it gets crazier and crazier.
Bullshit,
One
they're
guy,
not.
over time, I convinced him, you know, one thing after the other. I would break it down and say, okay, so put baking powder or baby powder around each window, each doorway for, you know, 5 or 6 feet so they can't jump over
Yeah,
it,
that's what that one
to make
guy
sure
did.
that no one is
Put
coming
fucking
in.
flour
right?
down on the
And
ground.
nothing was being disturbed. No
See-
one was
see if there's
coming in.
footprints.
It was so
But
real
it could
to
be
him
some-
that he started
some
to
other
believe
shit
that
going
they
on.
were
Don't
coming
leave
through a
footprints.
crack
Just lay
somewhere.
down.
And it was like, oh my God, here we go
Oh,
again.
we're gonna go snuggle time.
You know, so
Snuggle
it's got to
time.
stop. People have to really use their heads.
Snuggle
This can
time.
be very, very, very convincing to people. And education beforehand, during, to get people to possibly come out
Yeah,
of
she's
this.
got one
to
blue eye,
hopefully
one
come
brown
out
eye.
of this. And realize that it's all bullshit.
See your ass
That's it for
back
now.
there.
Look out for Charlie.
So again, this idea of being able to put sound anywhere you want to is really starting to catch on. We've got the military had just deployed some of these into Iraq where you can put fake troop movements a quarter of a mile away on a hillside. Or you can whisper in the ear of a supposed
Oh, where's
terrorist some
that
biblical
guy
verse.
freaking news is talking about?
I'm serious.
Look out for Charlie.
Man singing? I don't know who that guy
Video
was.
games are one of the
But yeah, that 79-year-old man got shot. Apparently. I'm tired. Fucking tired.
Is the PS4 still worth it?
Oh, PS4. Rajman singing? Is that what it was? MK Ultra. What the fuck is MK Ultra? MK Panda Bear. Panda Bear! Yeah, look at her eyes. Hey, look at the camera. Look at this. Hey, hold on a second. Someone wants to see your eyes. See your eyes? Panda Bear. It's snuggle time. Snuggle time. You want to do snuggle time? I want to do snuggle time. Vicious little dog. It's aggressive. It's aggressive and violent. It's teeth. It's canine teeth. Canine. I'm a canine. It's the canine. Let me find this thing. This guy. You stay there, Panda. These fucking demons probably poison the dog again. Oh, he deleted a bunch of his videos. Why would he wipe his channel like this? He didn't. The internet's just fucked up. Yeah, Rajman singing. Oh, this right here. Your air conditioner talks to you. Oh, what's this? This one a little bit.
So again, this idea of being able to put sound anywhere you want to is really starting to catch on. We've got the military had just deployed some of these into Iraq where you can put fake troop movements a quarter of a mile away on a hillside. Or you can whisper in the ear of a supposed terrorist some biblical verse. I'm serious.
Lookout for Charlie.
Just punch
I'm
me
in
to
the
her
middle
pop.
of a very, very big project. In fact, I've moved about 7,000 pounds of concrete and gravel in the past 2.5 days, so I'm pretty sore. But I'm gonna try to take a break here and get this video done before I get back to work. There's some things I want to talk about. It's a few different things concerning the last videos that I put out and some new information that I've stumbled across that I want
She
to
bit my arm off.
So let's just dive in and let me try to get through this and get it out to everybody. Now, I've talked about parallel construction in the past.
Parallel
and when I've talked
construction.
about it in the past, I'm generally referring to
Not the
high-tech
parallel
parallel
construction.
construction used to form
Parallel
and back up
construction,
cases
dog.
against people. Parallel construction is just that. They're using secretive methods to build evidence against somebody or trade information to build a case against somebody from some agency or some, like a fusion center or basically some spy ring or some high-tech
Better get Betty
technology
by
that
time.
they can't disclose to the public, but they're going to use it to
Perfectly. Why'd I go to school for
form
nursing
cases
for?
against people, whether that's
Rub
drug
and tug
cases
specialist.
or just cases against somebody to take them out if they're talking
Yeah,
about
I'm not
things
going
that
to
they
school.
don't
I already
like
went
them
to school
talking
for
about,
something.
you know.
If that don't work,
So
ain't nothing
I
gonna
found
work.
this the other day. It's about a parallel
Yeah, I want to be a
construction
nurse.
case
I can be
that's been found.
yeah, we'll go
And it's
fucking
very, very
clean
concerning.
shit.
Imagine that a law-abiding, completely innocent Texas oil field worker is just
Maybe I
driving
can
to
do
work
credit
site
repair.
back
Maybe
one
I
day,
can
and his
fucking
government,
flip
who is spying
motorcycles.
on him
Because it's
from
always
some
the exact
secret base
opposite of what I
somewhere,
want to
where
do.
a spy named Kiki
You can
is
just do
wondering
what we
why
want
he's
you to
making a
do.
trip in one day as opposed to two.
I'm going to human
by the way,
traffic myself.
There's somebody named Kiki that is relaying officers information about vehicles. And here, I want you to see, they're sending them photos of the vehicles from the cameras
Robin
anywhere. This is
time.
definitely not a traffic cam because the camera is down low. So they have access to all these cameras,
We
whether
go
it's
clean
an
the
ATM
fryer later.
camera, gas
Just
station
stick
camera.
my
That
face
is
in the
very
fryer
low.
later.
It's like level with the car. It's very hard to see, but it's level with the car. So they're
We can
sending
go
information
through
to
my
these
mother's
officers.
recycling,
Let's let
look
it
for
keep going.
trust
So he
fund
directs a
documents.
secretive unit of
Again.
Texas deputies.
Like, all these folks were directly involved in this machine they had set up to get in people's cars on the highways.
So what was actually going on here is there was a WhatsApp group that was connected to
I'm going to be a
fusion
crack
centers
dealer.
and these different organizations that were
Yeah, fire
feeding
assessor owners
police,
around your house.
sheriffs, different organizations
Yeah, but if you're
information
dealing with
about
like
vehicles to pull over.
interdimensional
Again,
parts
these
or
people are getting their information from an
people in
anonymous
invisibility
source
suits and shit
called
making it work.
Kiki, which is a person that none of these quote-unquote law enforcement officers
Law
had ever
enforcement.
met, didn't know.
I went to
This
school
was
for
just
law
somebody
enforcement,
on
dude. Maybe I'll be a
WhatsApp
cop.
chat
We could be a
telling
cop. I
them
already went to school
who
for
to
that.
pull over and what to look for.
Go work fast
Very,
food
very
first.
serious.
You're
Here
gonna
is
work
an actual
fast food.
chat from the WhatsApp numbers. So it says here, okay.
Hey, Panda, get back up
And
here.
then,
Come up here. It's snuggle
the
time.
Kiki character,
Panda bear.
it says
Pet, pet,
the
pet, pet,
Altima
pet,
was
pet,
at
pet,
Exxon,
Panda
and
bear.
I'm not sure how to pronounce that.
Panda
Carrizo Springs, right after
Panda
coming
bear.
off 2644. UTL the Pathfinder. And then it shows a photo of another car here, rental,
I'm
odd
just gonna become a
travel,
multi-millionaire.
just hit 85
No, we're not working
eastbound
anymore.
towards Dilley.
I tried, can't work.
This is scary. The stuff that I talk
Let's go to
about
this
is much
goddamn
more
trust
high
fund.
tech. But this is a low tech version of parallel construction. Then it says no PC
Oh, this shit's
inside
freaking
Medina County.
flock
The
shit
next
before the
text
flock
says,
shit got
you have
cop
2 or more
popular.
heading your way, informing the cop this. The silver Acura and blue Ford, 10-4. So this is parallel construction. They are sending information that they find odd, right? And then you're getting pulled over and you don't know why you're
Snuggle
being pulled
time.
over. And they're asking you all
Snuggle
these
time.
weird questions Well, that's because it came from a fusion center.
Fusion
Or
center
one of
time.
these centers where these
about a fusion
spies
center?
have access to license plate readers, street cams, cameras from gas stations. They have access to all this stuff. And now they're
Flipping
getting people
keys.
to link their cameras up
Flipping
on their
keys all
homes
the time. Moving
to
bricks,
the
flipping
police
keys.
database so that the police can watch from there as well. And it's very, very scary that this is going on.
I guess it's gonna
Because they're
rain all
using
day
it for
there,
stuff like this. Just anything that they find weird, they're sending the cops after these people to pull them over. Like you drive around the block twice, right? And they're like, okay, that's weird. Let's have a cop
That's
pull
not
them over.
normal.
You know, it's very, very
Hey,
scary. But I wanted to point this out
Work at the fast
that
food
it
restaurant.
does exist. And here is a low-tech example.
Remember
of
El Chapo
parallel
put a hit out on the
construction
orange
at
guy?
work. Now,
They put him in like 80X or something.
Camera angle
They're
in the
pushing
Giovanni
80X.
Pelletier case.
They're
And
trying to
how
put me in
catch
80X.
that, him running across the
For a
freeway.
misdemeanor.
Well, it's actually very simple. This is from the freeway area right here, from where the camera caught it. So he would be back here behind the camera angle, running down the hill.
There it goes.
Right there, that blue roof up here, that's the top of Lowe's. And the camera is pointed in this direction and caught him running from like 400 and some feet away. That's not hard to catch. The
lighting?
reason why
You guys see
it
later?
was so hard to see and so grainy is because they had to zoom in so far to see it, right?
But yeah, El Chapo
And
put a
someone
hit
sent
on
a
the orange
message
guy.
saying that these voices don't tell people
Imagine
that
that
they're
shit.
demons, and that this was paranormal or schizo or some shit.
Schizo.
The part that I remember clearly is
schizo.
these voices don't tell people that they are demons, and that is absolute bullshit. These voices convince people of all kinds of irrational sounding things that become rational
You
to
hear
the
that,
person
Patty? That's what you've been
experiencing
hearing,
it
Patty.
because
This
of the bewilderment and the shock
Bewildered.
and awe, and because they are experiencing something that seems impossible, because the average person is so behind
Voices
on
coming out of the sky in
technology and what has
275.
actually been possible
More
for a
bewilderment.
long, long time. In fact, it's one of the main reasons that this technology is so close to
I think they're on the same high.
They convince people that they are in communication with God, the devil,
God's talking
angels,
directly.
demons, etc.
He's
And then
singing
they
songs
convince
through your air
people that they are
conditioner.
related to Hitler. I hear that all the time.
Hitler.
You're the great grandson of Hitler. Blah 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 blah. They convince them that they are Jesus and other alleged
Jesus
schizo narratives.
Christ.
So of course they can convince people.
What do you think,
and
Panda Bear?
do convince
I think it's
people that
snuggle
they
time,
are
bedtime.
demons. They also convince
Yeah,
these
you see
people
all,
that they are
you see all the
Nephilim,
cigarette burns here?
half angel,
Little shit.
angel, the devil, and yes, even demons. They tell people that they are
Cigarette
capable
burns.
of communicating
Cigarette
with these people
burns.
due to this factor, like saying, we can talk to you
Well,
because you're a demon and you have demon blood in you, and that's why we were able
Yeah, I'll
to
put this out
communicate
first.
with you.
Then someone will
That
come
kind
in, the
of shit.
feds will come
And
in.
again, what
They'll
is
just throw a
happening to
cigarette
these
here and
people
light
is
us
so
on fire. Be like,
unbelievable
oh, look,
and
told you not to go to
inescapable
a cigarette
that
in
they
your mouth.
eventually begin to believe these
smoking
things
bud.
because they seem so impossible. And they're generally using one of
Yeah, the
two
frickin'.
general scripts.
They'll
to
light
get
my
them to
van
do
on fire.
crazy
They'll put a
shit.
frickin'
They can
Koran
get
in here.
people to do things that they
They'll put a
wouldn't
Koran in
normally
here
do.
and a fucking
Dave
manifesto.
Politis talked about in one of his recent
Load up
videos.
my frickin'.
Is it so
They'll load up a
enticing or
Chromebook with
whatever
fucking
word
kitty
he
porn and
said,
shit. Yeah,
provocative,
look.
that they just
Yeah,
have
we
to
told
do
you
it,
all
but
along.
that's not the case. And these methods are actually very simple. You know, it can be a command from God
The
that must be done,
manifesto.
either to prove their loyalty to God or
The
to stop
dossier.
some form of impending doom. Like the story of Herbert Mullen, who killed people to stop a catastrophic earthquake because he was a Christian, or the case of the quote-unquote schizo
Cigarette.
girl in Indiana, who is
Schizo
being
dog.
told that bad things are going to
It's a
happen in
schizo dog.
Zionsville. Right. The second way is to
Schizo dog.
weaponize somebody's survival instinct against
Schizo
themselves. I've
dog.
made lots of videos on this, like convincing them that family members, neighbors, co-workers, or simply people around
Sure,
them
like
are
the other
planning to
blanket.
kill them. That's a big one. Big one. And by creating sounds like conversations going on in their vicinity, this is actually very easy to do. This is mind control 101. mind
It's
manipulation.
snuggle time.
They're just weaponizing somebody's survival instinct against themselves so that they will do something stupid and end up put in jail or in a mental institution or whatever. Now, before I get out of here, I want to talk about how the mental health narrative is crumbling, and it really is crumbling. I've explained to you over and over since this channel's inception that this audio that I've recorded and proven, and again, I don't hear this, I have been working on proving that it is in ambient noise and follows ambient noise, and I've said this for years, over a decade now. It rides on refrigerator motors, you can hear it through, a fan, an air conditioner, road noise,
Yep.
a vacuum cleaner, anything that makes noise. These voices will auto gain on them. And I'm going to show you examples of that from an older video. But here, in this interview that a friend of mine sent me to check out, they're telling you that medication works. It totally works until
Trust me, bro.
you're near an air conditioner or an appliance, and then suddenly your medication doesn't work anymore. What does that tell you? It tells you that there is something at work here. So when you get closer and closer and research these mental health narratives, they completely fall apart. If you're taking medication and it, quote, cures schizophrenia, then why are you hearing voices when you are next to something that makes noise? Listen to part of this guy's story.
Carrington Wallace is another member who has found a purpose at the clubhouse. His childhood was spent mostly in foster care. Then a few years ago in his mid-20s, the voices began.
That's the schizophrenia. That's schizoaffective disorder.
Wallace knows the voices he hears aren't real, but even his meds can't completely silence them.
I can't sleep at night sometimes because the air conditioner that I have won't shut up. It'll keep talking and talking and talking.
Get back here.
And talking and talking and talking, and I can't cut it off.
So you're telling me that the medication works,
Panda
but if you
bear.
sleep next to something that makes
Come
sound,
here.
just like I've been saying on here
Panda
for
bear,
years
we're
and
going to
years,
bed.
then suddenly
Panda
your
bear.
medication doesn't work anymore and you're hearing voices. Why?
Panda
because
bear.
they are real voices.
Let's go.
And they are in the vicinity
Panda
of
bear.
everybody, whether you are a hearer or not. These people just happen to be hearers. I could
go.
sleep next to that
Come here.
and hear nothing, but they'll sleep next to it and hear voices because that's what it does. So let's check this out. I've explained for years that it's within ambient noise and it rides on motors, vacuum cleaners, AC units, exactly what he's explaining here. Let's listen again.
But even his meds can't completely silence them.
I can't sleep at night sometimes because the air conditioner that I have won't shut up. It'll keep talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking, and I can't cut it off.
Because it never shuts up. And I've talked about that a million times as well. So let's get into that. Now, this is work that I've done in the past and released. And you have to watch it because it has to do with the exact same thing. With people hearing noises. At first, you're going to be like, oh, this is just noise. But keep listening, and you are going to hear that it is 100% voices coming through all these units, whether it's a refrigerator motor, an AC motor, road noise, all of it. Anything that makes noise,
Stupid refrigerator
this stuff
screaming
auto
at me.
gains on. So here
Freddy
we go.
yelling at
Anybody
me.
with ears, you can hear something is just rambling on and on. It's just a constant barrage of these
Get
same
out of the refrigerator.
but like Charlie Brown's teacher. But if you keep working with this audio,
Get out of
you
my air
can get rid
conditioner.
of all the noise around it
Leave me
and
alone.
start to pull out what is actually there. It turns from this to something completely different that never shuts up. I think this particular clip that I worked on, and just like he said, it
Panda bear,
never
get
shuts
out
up.
there.
I've been saying
Panda bear.
that since the inception of this channel.
We're going to bed.
And here's a quote-unquote schizophrenic saying the exact same thing. Here's a 10-minute clip. So here's 7 minutes and 48 seconds in. It does not shut up. It just keeps going and going. Now, what is it? Well, when you get down to sonic bedrock, it's not just some random noise. I talk about affirmations, how a lot of these sound like affirmations or what somebody would think almost, right? So here it says, I need a puff. You know, how weird is that? But it does. Let's check it out. And here is another version of that. Oh, I need a puff. Why is that there? Why is that out in the ether? You know, at this time of night, this is when people are sleeping. Most people are sleeping. And suddenly a voice comes in here and it says, John's not moving. Now here's another version of that. John's not moving. And let me add that you would have to be deaf to not think that those were voices. Those are voices coming from things like AC units, washers, dryers, anything that makes noise. But that is what is in this audio. Just the ambient noise, and that is more like sine wave speech. So what we are getting, it sounds like sine wave speech, and it is not radio. These are audio signals. These are vibrations. They are being transduced into sound, mechanical sound. Let's talk about, let me reiterate there. I'm not using an antenna. These are voice recorders or computers recording. These are recording devices not using antennas. It's not radio signals being picked up. These are vibrations, physical vibrations, aka sound. The most interesting one that I found. A female's voice repeats this a few different times, but I'm going to play you one. It comes in and the female sounding voice says, you know me. You know me. This is a different version. You know me. I pitched that down so that you could hear it a little clearer. And this is an acoustic signal late at night while people are sleeping. Never stops. And it's there, and it's a voice. It is clearly a voice. There's no debating it. Now, recently I talked about the case of someone that I knew through family friends who is much older and has never had any issues mentally, was put on a medication and was lying there in bed late at night and began to hear birds and people talking, other sounds like weird warped dogs barking, stuff like that. Very weird shit. Now, as soon as they quit taking the medication that they were put on, it went away and they wouldn't take it anymore. They refused to take it. Now, did this medication cause them to hear something like this, or did the medication sensitize them to hear signals that are actually within our vicinity? But it has to, because if I'm recording the sounds that people are hearing, then they are no longer schizophrenic. If they can hear something and I'm recording it in the same vicinity, they're not schizophrenic. They're hearing something that most other people cannot hear. So let's listen to this signal that was caught. It sounds like artificial dogs barking. Now, if you didn't know any better, if you heard that in the night in the distance, you would think it was like a chihuahua or some small dog yipping. So let's listen to it again. But it is clearly artificial, especially if you listen here. Those are just pulses causing that to sound like a dog barking. So their medication works until they're next to something that creates sound and allows this stuff to ride on it loud. When it rides on it loud, suddenly their medication doesn't work at all, and they're hearing voices again, proving that it is not what they say it is. Maybe this medication, that these poisons that these people are being put on, do desensitize them in some way, but it doesn't desensitize them all the way, because as soon as they're around machinery that creates vibrations, whether that's refrigerator motors, air conditioners, vacuum cleaners, blenders, water running, anything, they begin to hear voices again. And it proves it by that NPR interview that you just heard from that guy.
Wallace knows the voices he hears aren't real, but even his meds can't completely silence them.
I can't sleep at night sometimes because the air conditioner that I have on won't shut up. It'll keep talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking, and I can't cut it off.
So, come on, man. The mental health narrative is crumbling, and that's it for now. Look out for Charlie.
Look, here's the bottom line. I have proven
Where's Panda Bear? Panda, come snuggle.
the signal is there everywhere.
Sleepy
People are
time.
not being haunted.
So
People
much
are not
sleepy
talking to
time
God.
time.
People are not ascending. This is affecting
You're sending to the 5D. You got ascension symptoms. Oh, ascending. Raise your vibration. Raise your vibration. Panda Bear, get up here. Panda Bear. Panda Bear.
Listen. With your mouth open like this. Excuse me? Their hearts are watching over us. I'm sorry, who's watching us? God's little angels.
Panda Bear.
Look how full of Charlie.
Panda Bear.
If you pay attention to everything that has happened in the world in the past 25 years or so, everything has been turned upside down. There were always groups of people who promoted upside down thinking, but it wasn't mainstreamed until the last 25 years or so. And when I say upside down, I mean anything that is anti-nature, anti-human, and anti-God, if you want to go there. So, now men can be women, crying, fumbling, complaining women with facial hair can be men. Tolerance is intolerance. Intolerance is tolerance. Authoritarianism is good when the message is righteous. You can hear God speaking to you verbally, according to modern Christians. Being a pedo is a lifestyle choice. A large percentage of the population suffering from some type of alleged quote-unquote mental illness is perfectly normal. Burning down cities is peaceful protesting. I could go on and on. It's all been turned upside down. It's anti-nature. And I want to talk about a certain subject again because I had this conversation with a friend of mine while driving in the car the other day, and that subject is the Ascension PSYOP. So we're graduating to 102 because I've already done the Ascension PSYOP 101 years ago. And we're only going to discuss facts and important information in this video. But to get there, I just want to explain this to everybody. I compiled a list of side effects from electrohypersensitivity disorder or people who are sensitized to weaponized radio frequency or ELF, EF, etc. So let's go over that just for a couple minutes just to get everybody up to speed. Okay, right now I'm going to go over a partial list of the symptoms of RF weapon sensitization. So I'm just going to go over a partial list that I have compiled from over the years. Okay, 1, skin issues, dry skin, flaking of film off skin, rashes, bumps, open pores, and hair follicles on the backs of arms or other parts of the body that open up. Strange problems with your hair follicles, itchy or flaky scalp, hairs come out easily, they just pull out with no pain, dark circles under your eyes, dark spots on the cheeks or on the face, a dirty looking or unnatural looking tan or dark skin. It almost looks like you've got dirt on you, or pencil lead, rubbed into your skin, or an unnatural looking dark tan in general. Edema,
look at my chest,
itching and burning of your skin, back pain, neck pain, arthritis symptoms, clicking and popping of your joints, your jaw, your neck, narcolepsy.
Why?
A narcolepsy type sleeping disorder, or the exact opposite, where you have insomnia and you can't sleep at all, arguing or talking in your sleep, movement of your limbs during sleep. For example, a person may keep touching one part of their face all night, or their thumbs may twitch or move, sometimes going from the right hand to the left hand, hearing noises and or seeing flashing lights while falling asleep, the sensation that the brain is shaking, sinus problems, completely stuffed sinuses, or problems with your inner ear, or your nose is running all the time. And this also works its way into the inner ears. They are all connected through
I'm depressed. I'm mentally ill and
inner
shit.
ear problems in general. You have pressure in the inner ear.
Fucking
You
autoclave
have
shit all day.
negative pressure in your ears, whatever. Your ears quit making wax. You have distinctive tones in your ears. You hear static in your ears. You hear a roaring or a rumbling in your ears. You hear what sounds like a broken fax machine in your ears. You hear cicadas or locust-type sounds in your ears. Muscles twitch, muscle cramps. You may get cramps that feel like rigor mortis in your hands or in your feet or in your legs or in your forearms.
Hand it out. Get up
on the
here.
body along the lymphatic system in the arms, hands, neck, etc. Which leads to what I said in the very beginning, which is arthritis-type symptoms. It's just a partial list. There's a reason why I'm telling you what these symptoms are. Now, what I'm getting at there is that every symptom listed, and that's just a partial list, every symptom is a symptom that these people refer to as ascension symptoms.
It's ascension
Swear to
symptoms.
God. And this whole video goes through them, and these people are promoting them as a positive thing. Your vibration is rising, and that's the whole thing that we're going to talk about. Is raising your vibration and how messed up and anti-nature that really is. First off, I want to talk about meditation, because meditation is a big thing with them. They want you to meditate all the time. Here's one of their guided meditations to raise your vibration. So what they are saying there when they're talking about meditation to raise your vibration is you want to meditate to lower your vibration to raise your vibration. It doesn't make any sense.
Raise your vibration, Panda Bear.
They think that things work the exact opposite than they actually do. It makes zero sense. When your brain is at the most relaxed state, sleep or meditation, it can drop down to almost nothing. Let's check that out for a minute. Now, I'm going to use Google here, and Google isn't always right about things. It's wrong a lot of the time. But this is actually pretty close. And it says here that meditation shifts the brain waves from active beta waves to slower, relaxed alpha and deep meditative theta, 4 to 8 hertz. Now, you can induce deeper delta from 0.5
hertz range.
to 4 hertz. In reality, the lower you go, the better off the brain is, the more relaxed it is.
Let's get out
So when
of
they're talking about this whole low vibrational thing, it really doesn't make sense. Because the higher you get, you're talking about inducing fear, anxiety. Every hormone will be dispersed in your body that will kill you. You know, this raising your vibration thing doesn't make any sense. It's anti-nature. On Earth, the Schumann resonance is 7.83 hertz. That is like the internet of Earth. The signal that every living thing is affected by, whether you realize it or not. And that's not hocus pocus or new age crap. It's just a fact. We're all connected to the Schumann resonance. All of us. Now, when you get higher in your brainwaves, that's where things actually go wrong. Let's look up anxiety and fear brainwaves in the hertz range, okay? We're gonna raise our vibration, right? So anxiety and fear are strongly linked to beta brainwaves, 13 to 30 hertz, especially high beta, 23 to 30 hertz, indicating over-arousal, worry, and panic. While lower frequencies like alpha, 8 to 12, and theta, 4 to 8, are associated with relaxation and calm, often targeted in therapies like neurofeedback or 432 hertz music. It's odd that they say that because they raised the vibration of music, ironically, to 440 hertz. And now it doesn't do the same thing as old music used to. So they raised the vibration of music, like these people want, right, to an unnatural state. And now music doesn't have the same effect that it used to on people. Higher vibrations means more worry, over-arousal, cortisol pumping through your veins, bad things. Raising your vibration does not mean anything good. Secondly, I want to go back to this. They're always talking about meditation. Meditation, meditation, meditation. Why on earth would you lower your frequencies through meditation, which that's what meditation does, it's a fact. Why would you lower your frequencies to raise your vibration? It doesn't make sense. It's an oxymoron. Again, meditation brainwaves, 0.5 to 4 hertz, but generally 4 to 8. So you're going lower to try to get higher into a beta state? What are they talking about? They don't even know what they're talking about. On Earth, it's the exact opposite. Lower is calmer. Lower is better. If you see some woman, let's say, or some man who's wigged out of their mind in a parking lot and they're going nuts over something that isn't a big deal, or in a store or anywhere, that person has raised their vibration, right? They're operating with a way higher vibration, and that's what you get out of it. Someone who is calmer and more relaxed isn't going to react that way. It is totally unnatural. What are they talking about? Are they talking about raising your vibration to 2.4 gigahertz? Because they're being fooled. And it's funny because none of this kind of talk actually came about until these weapons and radar began to exist. And these types of radio waves where they want you to raise your vibration to like sync up with what? Something completely unnatural, right? It's the only thing that makes sense. Raising your vibration does not make sense. Fundamentally, logically, scientifically, in any way whatsoever. And everybody's talking about it now. Oh, that's low vibrational stuff. Oh, really? Because if something's really low vibrational, I'd probably want to listen to it. I read an article today about rap music. Somebody talking about how low vibrational it was. And it's like, that's not low vibrational. What they're talking about creates stress and fear and anxiety, and you're going to get popped if you relax and you're slipping, right? That's high vibrational. They're teaching you the exact opposite of what is actually happening on Earth to our brains and to every other brain. It's madness. The strange part is, the lower a human's brainwaves are, the farther that those brainwaves travel. That's just an ELF fact. So whales communicate with low ELF. We're talking low. Are they low vibrational creatures? Birds, fish, whales, and other animals are compelled to travel at certain times of the year by the magnetite in their brains, guiding them and compelling them, operating on very low ELF signals. Are they low vibrational creatures? Dolphins are the same. Are they low vibrational creatures? It doesn't make sense. You can't meditate and get your ELF brainwaves down to 4 hertz in order to raise your vibration. To what? To what? Because on Earth, every living creature is operating on ELF. So you would think if someone wanted to get closer to nature, you would lower your brainwaves to get closer to nature. Instead, they're trying to tell you to try to connect with something that is completely unnatural, something that is in the realm of stress and chaos, and basically they want you to communicate with a cell tower, and they claim that that's talking with God, and that is real messed up. There are Patties and Dukes, and then there are flat-out operators promoting this kind of shit, and be careful of that, and look out for Charlie.
We're gonna go to bed. Look at no more. Alright, guys. Good night.
Did you hear that? Hear what?
Okay, and no, Panda's fine. We're gonna go to bed. Excuse me?
Come on, guys.
Their hearts are watching over us.